remnants of whatever platoon it was.
User disconnected from your channel.
Damn, that's 30 gigabytes I have to install.
Yeah.
Welcome to the number 2.
Small.
Good thing I have an Ethernet set up.
Win for commander.
Okay, since we're very low on numbers matters, if you just call out what would be required, absolutely required, and then
Right, you would definitely want Casca 1-1, Stval, and Caliber. You can run Caliber with Skeleton Crew though, you can run the tank with 2 people if that's more your liking. Like you don't necessarily need the driver.
Does VDV have to jump or can they be ground transported?
No, they have to jump.
Okay.
Do we need VDV? 2-1?
Well, we should get the MSV stuff out of the way, like let's at least get the leadership in. So we'll need like Caliber, Stval, and Casca 1-1 leaders, thank you Beagles. You'll also need, you'll probably want 1 Vorobay per VDV squad. Obviously the last VDV squad can be completely scrapped, and then you know how much CAS you want to bring is your thing, but I suggest, you know, bringing the Sokol 1, Sokol 2.
Okay, so Caliber, Stval, and Casca. If we fill Casca to fire team strength, would be 8 people. That leaves us with 16 people for VDV. Make your allocation, Wombat.
16.
16.
Oh.
If you guys start before my download's done, I could just join in and I spawn.
Yes, you can.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So we're still waiting on Sokol, 2 pilots for that.
What do you need?
Sokol 1, Sokol 2, yeah. And you'll need at least 1 Vorobay. You can fly 2 drops if you want to have only 1 Vorobay that drops 2 squads.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. So let's have 1 pilot flee into...
You will need a FAC. I'll take your FAC.
Medics. Looks like.
I think we will have to run that T80 with just 2-man crew. But Cobra, you just stay in the command slot just to make it obvious. And then, in fact, if we get Caliber and Stval, or how you pronounce it, the BRM, slide up. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's have Melina 1-1 and Melina 1-2 leadership.
And you should be fine with 1 CFR and 1 engineer, like you don't need more if you have with these numbers. But you do need 1 CFR and 1 engineer. You could bring it. I mean, you should probably, you can just bring the AA specialist and then have him just attached to command element.
Yeah, I think we'll have to do that. We have an AA specialist, please. We manpad. Thank you, Ash. Going to need at least 1 leader for the infantry squad call signs. That's Melina 1-1.
It's gonna be just a fire team sized element, so don't be scared, guys.
Petrified.
Did you say we need at least 1 engineer?
Yeah, you should bring 1 engineer.
Alright, we're probably going to need 1 engineer and 1 combat first responder in the HQ section. Endo, could you take engineer instead? Thanks. Okay, so do we have some overflow from Melina 1-1 with the people we have left? All right, let's slot up the first squad. Infantry squad, Medina.
Also, Casca 1-1 needs people. Like MSV should be filled before VDV.
Is 4 dudes not enough?
Yeah.
I mean, they have the vehicles.
Well, do they though?
I've got a rifle, right?
Yeah, you do.
Then it's enough.
I think we're going to have at least one ship later so they can slot into Casca 1-1. Thank you, Vanguard. Okay, is there anything we're missing, others?
No, that's looking very difficult and very deathly, but fun, hopefully.
Oh, well, I know you guys would follow me to death.
So do you have enough seats for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good. Just about.
Yeah, I mean, the orbit is designed around the AN2 cargo space.
Going through.
The AN2 fits command element plus one entire squad. It's 12 seats in the cargo space.
Okay, MSV guys down to blue for briefing.
User left your channel. 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 User left your channel.
So I shouldn't be conferring with a VDV at all, should I?
You're VDV.
Oh, sorry, I mean MSV is what I meant.
Not during the
User
briefing.
left your channel.
During in-game, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, got it.
Do I need to choose a Teamspeak channel for Acer?
No.
Just stay in here.
Okay.
Who was that?
Hmm?
Who was that asking?
Rosalind.
Me, Glenn Anderson.
Alright, no, just stay in here. You're fine.
Okay.
Hey, we'll move you automatically.
I'm back.
Vaccination causes autism method.
762 causes death.
Well, I mean, I can live with the 762.
Guess we just land in the fucking town then.
User was moved out of your channel.
I'm gonna go AFK real quick while my thing is downloading.
Alright.
Wombat, do you mind if I start organizing the air game a bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Am I right in assuming enemy anti-air detachments are of German Russian type and consist of mainly AAA and manpat?
Yeah, it's basically mixed German Russian and US presence, but yeah. You can expect Shilkas up to possibly also one or two of the Bushmaster fucking Bradley.
Linebacker.
Yeah, linebackers.
Okay, I've read through the briefing, but I am still a little bit confused. Are we actually the forces within the blue square, or are we coming into reinforce?
VDV is airborne.
Yeah, but we're MSV, so are we on the ground already?
No,
We're
Yeah.
VDV, dude.
We're
Yeah,
saving
yeah.
Beagles' force. They're MSV. They're ambushed in the blue box by German Russian and American forces.
Got it.
We are there
Yeah.
to jump into them, into the blue box, and bail them out. Or rather not bail them out, but defend them until friendly forces arrive or something.
I don't know why I kept on getting under the impression that we're MSV instead.
No, your center, your VDV lead. And
MSV is basically Army VDVs airborne.
Yes, yes.
So we're bailing
Yeah, I
them
got
out.
that. I just, for some reason, I kept getting under the impression that we're MSV instead of VDV.
Also, VDV is taking control of the overall operation, so once you're on the ground, you're also in charge of MSV. Like, you are the highest ranking element in the entire op.
Okay. Well, I've already confirmed what it told me in the briefing, that we expect that they're going to be in towns of Rogovo and Baverka.
Yeah, there's an armored asset in Rogovo. There is infantry seen
User
walking
joined
around
your
in
channel.
Babarka.
Yeah, and that's what I've placed down, those markers.
Oh, I don't see that.
Intel is accurate.
Well, that's your markers. I'm sorry.
If you have any other questions, just ask ahead. I know this mission is something that we've never done before of this type, like with the para-dropping of like vehicles and shit.
First things first is getting the drop zone for the infantry, I think.
I'm fine with just dropping straight on time. Anything else seems dangerous.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this area might be quite good for a potential drop, due to the fact that we do have concealment and hard cover close to it, so that if the area is hot, we can quickly move into those areas. And it also gives us the opportunity to move to either Rogovo if we need to, or the southern town, Pogo.
We might be cut down moving to that. There's a large downslope, the whole thing. I mean, even if a few people hit walls and houses, we can flex them. We can patch them up.
Okay.
The approximate, if the plane flies at 100 km/h and has a full load of infantry, the approximate drop distance is 150 meters. It's a line drop, so it's about 150 meters. Should have probably put that in there. Maybe a bit less even.
Yeah. Part of the issue is because we're already in enemy territory. No matter where we drop, we're going to be surrounded. That's the idea of airborne, I guess.
Yeah, but at mission start, you know, like the blue box is relatively secure. Like,
yeah,
you have a window to drop in before the enemy closes in. Like,
yeah, that's why I think even though it is risky, sticking with that blue circle that I've got right now may be a good idea. Because at least then, if there is a hot drop zone there, then we can still be supported by the MSV that are stranded there.
Right.
Okay, now our equipment. Okay, I think that we should probably move to the southern town first, since I'm hoping that the armor that's in Rogo will be able to hold off a bit longer than just the infantry that I suspect will be to the south. So we'll reinforce the south town first, get that under somewhat of control, and then we'll consider splitting up some forces to go move to Rogo and give them some support as well if needed.
I have 7 men.
Yes, we are undermanned. We may even have to consider just splitting your squad into 2 fire teams and splitting them up.
Or making
Or you
that
just-
tank move to us. That's 1 tank.
Yeah, I recommend you all move together, actually.
Just give up Rokovo and, or vice versa. Give up one of the towns. Towns don't matter. As long as we survive, that matters.
Well, from what I'm looking at now, I suspect the most easily defendable town will be the southern one.
I believe they are in radio contact with the tank, so they could probably call it in.
Okay. Okay, well, first phase, move to Pogo and we'll set up defense there, and then by that time we'll have some radio contact with the other forces, and we can decide if we're going to try and pull our forces into that town and defend from there, or come up with a different strategy if there's anything that stops that plan from working.
Okay.
Okay, so right now. So the N2 can do some drops for ammunition. I'll leave that in your hands as well, Mathers, if that's all right.
Sure, just tell me what sort of stuff you want. If you look in the important notes section in the resupply and maintenance, there is a list of all the stuff at base. And all of that is airdroppable. You can drop like UAZs, and you can, drop crates and fuel and whatever you need. Yes, rearm and repair is available at both locations. However, the southern airfield might be a bit tricky for the MiG.
I'm sorry, which southern airfield? The south or the northeast?
Southern one. It's a shit airfield.
User joined your channel.
I just don't have much experience flying the MiG, but it's fast as shit, so...
Perhaps a little too
It's a
fast.
big problem.
Yeah, the northern airfield is definitely big enough for the MiG. Like, it's paved and shit.
I know the MiG is fast, but that's a big problem because Ace, if you turn in that speed, you're gonna lose consciousness.
Well, don't go at that speed.
That's
then.
why.
Or don't turn that hard.
Yeah.
Okay, Mathers, what may be best when the first call for logistics with the airdrops is to drop some spare tracks at Rogo. By that time, I'm hoping that I have some communication with them, and I imagine those tracks will be important to get those vehicles mobile again if they've been detracked.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of this is to see exactly what's there on the ground. As always, it seems like it's going to be playing it by ear, this mission. Any questions so far from any of the call signs we have?
Yeah, from the AN2.
Go.
For drop zone Zulu, am I coming in from the south?
What will be best for that is actually...
Just do your disease as lines. I mean, it's a line drop plane, so it's way easier for the pilot if you just mark a line, and then he'll drop the, along the line.
Because if it's south to north, I could, or yeah, that works too. I could do Zulu and Wagogo in one pass.
I think coming in from that ingress is going to be safest, because if you have anyone overshooting, then they still should have a safe landing spot past that tree line.
Right, so on the first drop you'll have the infantry board. I'll also load up one fuel barrel and one spare track in your plane.
Yep. So once the infantry are on the ground, then that plane can come round and put a drop onto Rogo, because if there's any of the vehicles that are supposedly there, according to brief from the intel, then they may need to, some of that to get moving again if they have been hit. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, right. Well, first is first, as soon as we go through, make sure that you get your radio sorted, communication. And it looks like we're going to have to be playing this mission by ear, so we'll be taking initiative when needed and try and keep that communication up, okay?
Right, one last thing. The SU also has AP mine clusters. So if you want some pre-designated minefields to be laid, then, whoever's the SU pilot can get on that.
Okay, I won't mark anything just yet, but that's good to know.
Those do cause a bit of a chunk on the FPS front, though.
You mean even when they're on the ground, because there's a lot of objects in there?
Because you're spawning like 70, 80 mines in an instant. It works. It's effective, but it might take like 5 FPS out of the game. We'll see.
The mission is pretty light on objects, though, apart from that. Like, there's maybe 20 objects, like in the AO.
The perfect places to put down anti-personnel mines would be the woodlands to our east, around about that green circle. All right, I think this briefing's going long enough. I'll just let them know that we're ready.
Just last thing on the air pair, it's Alpha 1-4, there's no 1-4 to radio. Do you want us to tag along with Alpha Bravo, or you're going to give us individual tasking? 1-4?
It's the AA detachment.
Oh, if you just stick with the HQ section, that's me.
No problem.
We're going to be keeping it fairly tight to start off with.
Okay.
Did MSV ever call ready?
I haven't spotted it. I'll have a look.
If they're not, they're doing it wrong.
All right.
Let's see. Who's the assistant machine gunner? Is that you, Jacob? Alright.
Good check.
No radio.
Right.
Strange.
Let's find a plane. It's over there.
Yep, we're under time limit, guys. Let's try and get onto that plane as quick as we can. Alright, let's go.
Long range check on Medina 1. Command, this is Medina 1.
Send.
Hello.
Go check the radio.
Yeah, it works. Alright, I'm assuming that we just get parachutes, or do we have to pick them up here?
The pilot does it all for us.
There's probably some in the cargo space once we're in check inventory. Actually, no.
Okay, let's go.
Let's check the briefing again, because we don't want to be dropping our kit.
Exist, therefore they are. Was only supposed to be one in this, but never mind. One in the air asset. That's it. We're really short on numbers. On a die, boys. Major, look at us. He's left.
Right, we're gonna have to bring the spare track on the second.
Oh, it's
Okay,
tight in
we're
here,
on board.
guys.
It's just as well, Ghost, you did join the air.
What's the call sign
air
again for this
specialists.
verse?
I only got 2
Alright, Manders, it's your go.
And you have no
When you
radio
stop.
either, that's why I joined.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, Eagle Eye, did you find the radio?
Com check.
Good check. Right, you clear. One, but I'll have to jump on the second jump because the plane is full. I'm a co-pilot.
Okay. Right, remember guys that the DZ could be hot. As soon as you're on the ground, find the closest hard cover concealment and try and make your way to the town of Poco.
Eagle, you got the action, right?
Paper.
Also remember that there should be friendly forces already setting up defence in the town, so try not to friendly fire.
Dude, how is this thing so fast?
Russian efficiency.
This is... am I the only one, or are we at like 300 meters? And now stalled out, like what?
Uh-oh.
As you're turning, it doesn't turn well.
Dude, but this thing accelerated like a beast. Not even.
Wombat's character position to like a mission officer contest and a war exploration.
So watch your speed, man, bro.
Yep.
What happened?
I imagine your parachute automatically
Yeah, it's,
doesn't.
you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
You still have to jump out, right?
No, don't fucking worry about a thing, man. Read the goddamn briefing.
I don't even have to jump out?
You don't need to do anything.
Okay!
Don't worry about
No, don't panic!
Just
Fuck's sake!
Like I write all this
Take a
shit
shot
down.
of vodka for your nerves.
All it said was it was on the action menu.
For the pilot.
Action!
We're stalling here.
Off pin music!
To be honest, it does say in the briefing that the infantry doesn't
Can I just ask, why are the flaps still there?
Because we're slowing down for the jump. Unless you want to get ripped apart in the air.
That sounds fun, to be honest. End it now.
When we start getting close, we open the door.
Approaching DZ.
Go, go.
Jump, jump, jump.
Ender!
Hello.
There was some World War II shit right there.
If you don't have your music on, you're missing out.
To the intersection, guys, shout it out. West.
I think you're shouting loud enough for all of us. That's mad, there's a landing.
Lads, you say we're in contact to the northeast?
This is VDV headquarters. Anyone read me from MSV?
Yeah, that's friendly.
Copy. VDV forces on the town.
One bit is down. Hey! Major Con!
Yeah.
Get here.
Already?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I got his right arm.
Copy.
Yeah.
We're back on Pogo. It's not friendly. No friendly forces at Pogo.
We have enemies by the church. Oh, did he run away?
We're Team Jacob.
We need to move for the northern town of Pogo.
Medic on here.
I made special command first. So come to you.
Oh, okay.
Medic?
Overdrawn.
Okay, hang on.
We have. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Land guard here.
They're obviously not in Pogorevka.
Somebody need a medic?
Yeah, Len.
One back, what's the plan?
Mike.
Good check, channel 2. Looks like
Did
the
you not hit
radios
me on
are
the range?
using the
No,
same
go again.
frequencies.
Yeah, we're moving for the town of Pogo instead. Northern town. This town to our west is occupied by enemy only, no friendlies.
Borough Bay 1.
We're going back over,
Got
dude.
it. Get going.
Okay.
Anyone in Melina injured? We're
Copy
good to
that.
go.
Okay.
Larry, you
Next
see the
objective
infantry?
for you is to
Enemy?
drop the UAZ with the
Just in front of the
SPG.
truck.
We already lost a guy. Who's my
You got nice
team
stars,
blue?
Mathers. Nice stars.
Doesn't matter.
Mathers
Alright.
got stars.
Caspi,
Yeah.
change with
I bet he did
Larry,
that himself,
cover
just
up to the
for
west. Larry, blue team, we're going to cross the road into the low ground, okay?
For now I want you to screen to the north and just keep
Oh,
an eye
shit,
out for
in
any
front.
Larry, are you listening to me?
Yep.
You know where to go?
Show me.
Across the road, north,
Go
into
back,
the low ground.
Go back. Yes,
I'm down.
Caspi, are you covering?
Yeah.
Alright, fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, we've got a couple of
Blue, go.
There we go. All three.
Into the low ground, Larry. And the rest are fucking blue too. Len, go. That way, go.
Ash, we're going to stick with one bat.
Alright, Gassing is down.
One bat and Mathers for now.
Red team, go.
Soko 1, FAC over. Soko 1, I want you to start lighting up the town of Pogorevka. I can confirm there is no friendly call sign of Pogorevka.
Okay, you're good.
Thank you.
Reference TRP main.
There, somebody was down.
Come on, Len.
Drop some bombs in there.
Let's move, let's move, let's move.
Go Ash, we're going. Let's go. Let's go, buddy.
God damn it. Solid copy. All the shit I said previously, that's for you, Blackfire. Sokol 2, this is FAC.
Still moving, still
Sokol
moving.
2, I want
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my machine gun team here until you move past, okay?
Last
Go,
man,
Ghost.
last man.
expect only infantry.
Mathis is down.
Ah, there's to me.
Just drop bombs.
Where you hit, Mathers?
Copy that. Focus the eastern outskirts around the church.
I'm out of breath.
Terror's back there.
Sokol 1, send message.
I see an enemy vehicle north along the road.
One
I'm
bit.
not sure if it's wrecked or not. Can somebody check?
One bit.
You should have a tank.
I'm able to repair, defuse, cut wires, and plant demolition blocks and tripwire AP mine. As well as entrench.
Red, watch our rear as we move, okay?
So again.
Airstrikes on Pogorevka coming in to cover our retreat.
Whose gas is that down there?
Whoa, that's cool.
I'll just let you know if opportunity appears. One bet.
Mathers? What's the call sign of the headquarters element of
Alright,
the
blue team, regroup on this house.
Casca 1-1.
And ours is center.
We're center, yeah. Or command, whatever.
Casca 1-1, this is center of VDV.
Alright, red team is with us. Keep going. Next house, yellow.
Yeah, just
Go
keep me
there.
updated. We're almost at the north of Wago. We're just on the south side of town.
Regrouping on the road.
We need a medic from one of you guys.
I could refuel you as well, but there was only 50 liters in here. The tank had 20% fuel now.
Is that our helicopter?
That's fine.
That's a fucking Blackhawk.
Blackhawk
northwest.
Fuck! Cover, cover, cover!
Sokol 1, this is FAC. Be advised, we have a Blackhawk overhead.
Don't shoot the fucking ET at it. No, don't. Bad idea.
You
sure? Yes. We have a fucking tank, you can just kill it. It's a tank with man, which is not. Do we have a medic? Mathers, medic, do you have one? Anyone? Medic, hello. No medic? Okay.
Yes, major contact.
Well, we need one on the tank gunner right now.
Who needs a medic? Oh yeah, here, go, medic here.
Behind the fence.
Send that again, over.
Medic, here, switch this guy. Can you drop some
Dude,
more
I
fuel
asked
for the
Dimitri
BMP? Thank you.
That's
What you need dropping, Cody?
A fuel for that thing.
Copy. Do you need tracks?
I don't know, I'm not the crew, I'm just a fucking rifleman. But I see that shit doesn't work.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, we just told us that they need fuel first.
Solid copy. Volvo Bay 1, this is FAC.
Okay, wait for that. Can we not get one of the vehicles to attack that machine gun?
Sorry, copy. Hey, Wombat, can you let me log in for a second? I want to monitor frames and shit.
Well done. Major Con, we need a medic on the
Oh, what's that?
Jesus Christ. Here's a guy. Needs a medic.
Yeah, we really need a machine gun, heavy machine gun on that thing to use. That's perfect.
One bed is down again.
One bed down.
Prioritize one bed.
Yeah, I am.
I'm bleeding, but I patch up this unconscious dude.
Start tourniqueting limbs, guys.
Move out to the field on me, Ash. We got a good
Brody.
over here.
Take care of Hunt as well.
I got Larry.
Ash, you take down that. Hilo, where is he? Where's Ash?
Larry, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it, man.
I'm trying to get you a good shot.
I hope. Well, elastic is not working, so I'll just give you a pack, buddy.
I'm not hearing anything from Marina 111 so he must be one of these bodies around here.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
I just need you to stay still for now. Need to patch you up.
As long as I'm only bleeding
Tourniqueted first.
You're not bleeding lightly. But you are a tourniquet, but
if I'm tourniquet, that's fine. Just focus on the availability.
This fucking left arm here refuses to patch up.
The extra medic for this, Roddy.
say again?
You need a medic on Roddy. I think you got arm on.
Now there's you up.
Medic.
Keep working on Roddy. Remember to tourniquet your own limbs, guys. CCP right
enemies
here.
incoming from west and south.
West and south, copy. CCP right here.
Finally.
Right, you just stay here for the time being. We use this location CCP.
Yeah. Working on your cast B.
Good.
I'm low on medic.
Yeah, how's Roddy looking behind me here?
We need to move.
You'll be good soon.
Yeah, it looks like there's no squad leads down there.
Cast B, you are good.
Yeah.
I'm giving him morphine epi to wake up.
I'll do left, right leg. No, I'm out of medical supplies.
He's still wounded though.
Thanks for help. See if you find anybody else there.
Yeah, Larry might be low on blood, so he won't wake up due to blood loss. So we need blood here.
I need help on Hunt though. I'm badly wounded.
I'm out of bandages.
God. Did
You got a tourniqueted left arm.
I didn't be. Okay.
Oh
Okay,
shit,
you're good
people
now.
dead.
Wombat is KIA. Wombat is KIA.
I'll tourniquet Hunt's left arm.
Can somebody drag Larry over to me to this position?
I will. I'm dragging Larry now.
Can't see anything. Get away from the building.
Oh shit.
The gods have heard my prayers. There's nothing fun with a easy victory.
I hear a vehicle
I'm making a trench here with Larry. I bet Larry's pretty fucked up at this point. Myself, I need medic.
As of now, we do not have vehicular contacts. However, we do need ordnance being dropped south of us in the woods. TRP coming up now.
Anybody still up?
I need patching up as well as Larry. There's a trench here now, so you should be safe to get here.
Reference TRP.
Fuck. Do you have bandages, Jacob?
Couple, but I'm very badly injured.
Alright.
Okay.
We need ordnance drop at TRP 10.
Glenn, I'm working on it. Just keep covering our...
You only have one wound, so can I get a few elastic? Matters. Can you patch me up?
Copy that.
Matters.
Yeah.
Can you get a few bandages?
Copy that. Borough Bay 1.
I need 3 bandages.
Ammo and medical supplies.
That dude next to you there, he's the KIA.
Enemy vehicle coming.
Copy that. Then we need fuel.
It's a jeep.
Matters.
That
Can I
might
get a
be
few
friendly,
bandages?
dude. We just had an airdrop of friendly UAZs.
Oh, mother, he's alive.
I'm about to bleed out.
Do you have any casualties at your position?
Hunt is getting fucked right now. Is he stable? No, he's stable.
Yeah, stable.
Is Matters dead? Or is he?
Matters is up.
Okay.
Where's the medic,
Hang
guys?
on. I'm gonna get one up in 5 seconds. Nothing left.
Taking fire northwest, by the way.
Thank you. It's good enough.
We're not gonna be able to get Larry up without a medic. He was hit about
Matters.
10 times in the arm.
Okay. Let's see.
Matters, you're alive. Matters.
We got a truck inbound from south. A blue truck.
No, that's Larry.
Guys, no. If you can shoot, fight northwest. Enemies northwest.
Medic.
Oh, you go.
Careful.
Hey, Matters.
Matters.
You're effectively in command now, right?
Can we move the CCP
Yeah, I think
somewhere
so.
else?
Alright.
Enemy.
We are holding these 5 meters. That's all
Shit,
we're holding.
Enemy close.
Brody got
Close.
hit.
Guys, we need to get over into that building that
Move
has
northeast.
a courtyard.
Move
Yeah.
northeast. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
we
Move the
need
casualties.
north into that courtyard building.
What the fuck are these trucks doing?
These civilians?
Fucking shoot them!
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Move.
if you can move to the courtyard north.
Ready to move.
Carry. Cover me.
No, they're moving. Go, boy, go guys, north into courtyard. Move.
My leg. I'm gonna pass out.
Caspi.
You need some help?
God damn it. I one-shotted by one dude. The guy by the truck.
In the town of Rogovo at the moment. We are
literally bleeding out.
Len? Len? We're going.
Does anyone have bandages left?
Base walls.
Can I take some bandages from the medic?
Oh, God.
Anyone drop some bandages?
Alright. Anyone not injured here?
How do you have bandages?
I might have one or two.
Drop them please. Or help them never. Off the ground.
That's all I have. Yeah, we're pulling back to the barn. We're pulling back to the barn.
Medic, medic.
Ben, the barn. That's where we're going, okay?
Major,
Bar.
leading out.
On the
Yeah.
hill.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got to go through enemies.
See him on the corner?
No, we gotta go through these buildings here. Anyone here that's not injured?
Who?
Who what?
Hi.
Who fragged us?
Must be GL.
Well, yeah, 2 grenades of some form just went off and killed us, but... Who's still alive? Oh, Command's dead. That would probably be why I didn't hear anything from him.
You did as well then.
Huh?
You did as well then.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't know you were even in the village because this signal setup is a bit strange.
Well, the thing I struggled with is the only time you get to see what all the call sign names are is in the sign up screen. We should pass that. The briefing doesn't give you any AUBAT or anything like that.
That is a little tough, especially with their weird Russian names.
Yeah.
But it's like none of the, as far as I'm aware, the only stuff MSV had were 343s, and none of the MSV were on the signals tab.
Yeah.
So it's like, and the fact that we only have, like, I get not having 152s because we don't want to be able to coordinate until you relieve us. But at the same time, once you've relieved us, I've got no ways of reporting into you, like finding out if you're even in the village, or getting orders from you for the rest of the duration of the mission easily.
Yeah, I don't know how you would get around that. I mean, from a mission maker perspective, it would be the best.
Yeah. Would require a creative solution, but like as it stands, I remember Mathers was fact from the slotting screen, but Mathers is the only member of the command element that I saw in the entirety of that, and it was only for about 4 seconds he ran past me as he entered the village. So, you know, from beyond that, I've, you know, effectively didn't have any orders for the last 32 minutes.
Well,
so
we
were
kind
just
of
sort
made
of roaming around doing what we
right
wanted.
off the bat because we had a DZ that was what you probably saw on the map since we all been inside China anyway. But when I was reading the briefing and it told me that there was infantry activity in Pogo, I took that to mean that the friendly forces are split up between the two towns.
We were. The infantry was in the place next to your DZ, and
right.
the armour was here. But the tank has no fuel, and the IFV has like 1% fuel.
Well, we figured your vehicles may be marine secured, whether that means lack of fuel or maybe even being detracked.
Yeah. We figured the same, so we just said infantry beeline it over to us. It turned out the infantry had trucks, so they just drove over to us.
So we actually tried to move to Pogo until we realised that that's just enemy occupied only.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of, I like that he used the ace power dropping stuff. I really do like that. I always wanted to make a proper power drop mission where you power drop behind enemy lines and you have to drop your supplies and stuff. But I don't know. I think, especially using that system here on this scale might have been a bit too ambitious, I don't know. Or it could be the fact that we're incredibly understaffed. It's hard to tell.
Well, I think the main issue is when it starts. To be fair to the mission, it did say minimum 34 or something.
Yeah,
we were 24 or less.
Definitely. It's
coming back for you.
I mean, there is a lot of enemies around here. Right? We're up against all sorts. But again,
have the US forces turned up here?
Can you not see them? Or you mean these are the CDF?
Well, yeah, because the briefing said that the initial wave would be army regulars, and then the following units afterwards would be their US allies with better equipment. So I'm wondering if the US forces...
UH-60 in the air.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, infantry-wise, I don't see any US infantrymen yet.
In hindsight, I think the other two would have been better to defend.
Yeah, but we've got no way of getting to
enemy close
Sort of throwing out pretty shitty.
No, that's a cool.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that the town that'd be easiest to defend would actually be Pogo, turn out that way.
Yeah, Pogo's now swarming with dudes.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to assault it first, I
No,
guess.
there aren't any enemies in there. They move in.
At the start, no, at the start it's clear.
Yeah, because I was hoping my game plan would be, yes, the vehicles could be killed, but we could set up defence in Pogo, since it's easier to defend, and then drop some tracks and fuel to the armour, and then they can relocate to Pogo.
It's the AN2 that does the dropping, right?
Yeah.
It was, yes.
On the plus side, your paradrop looked fucking cool. Like, we saw the shoots, and it looked cool as fuck.
What
So you get points for
like?
that.
As long as we have the cool points.
Yeah, man. There's just a nice line of shoots.
Yeah, it's scripted, so can't take any credit for that.
Stale.
I mean, this town is just really difficult to defend, especially with low numbers. And I guess the problem with that barn is that it's more concealment than cover.
Fucking Beagle's passed out again.
We could power drop some small vehicles like SPG-9.
Yeah, we saw that. Me
UAC.
and Dimitri were running after we lost our IFV. We
ran out of medical supplies in like 5 minutes flat.
Oh, did someone just get shot off the SPG?
We couldn't fight him back.
Enemy T-80. What's happening? I'm confused, but Kenny and I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait, where's your Vic Cobra?
Down the hill by down 45. We're trying to help.
Do you know what killed you?
Yeah, we're trying to help out the infantry by mopping up around the outside, and there was an LAT, so we had no choice but to go straight into it. Try and kill him before he fired off, but we traded.
I think they came out better with had the better trade.
Though I had like no subscription at my mission.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
We didn't have radios, or we didn't have the right radios, so we couldn't talk to anybody, so we didn't know what was happening.
Oh, if that's not friendly.
I mean, I wish it would just put a round through the fucking...
Yeah.
It's reloading.
Sure no
I
one
thought
knows.
we were fighting Americans.
See the guy.
We are.
What
The
is that
rebels,
MBT doing there?
We're fighting Americans and Green
Trying
City.
to Russian US army.
I almost saved Brody. I was like, oh, that's friendly.
AP?
It just fired a fucking shell, alright?
Fired AP.
I don't know.
I didn't. Bang.
Oh.
No, it didn't. But it definitely fired some. I saw the shell eject out the back.
His beagles were covered.
Kenny and I were covering our arc, and then everywhere else just collapsed without us knowing.
Why do people keep running outside? It's just
Because they've got no medical supplies and they're all bleeding.
there's nothing outside either. It's just gonna die outside.
They don't know that.
There's
We
sweet release, Hund.
We didn't know that we were looking for medical supplies of bodies, but...
I was actually getting survivors back.
Well, we tried to cover the guys by Alpha 2-1 on the crossroads. But
That's
I
just
don't know if they
anyone
made it.
doing something with the problem.
The tank just flipped.
What happened to our CAS?
Who knows?
Question, probably crashed.
Like, I didn't see... I saw our cap. Oh, the enemy T-80 just flipped.
There's a machine gun just looking inside.
Mines, are they? Yeah, I don't know if you knew.
Striker's still flying around in...
Striker was CAS and Blackfire was cap, right?
Yeah, strikers flying around in the hold pan.
Probably waiting for fucking orders. But like, I don't know.
He's coming in. He's making a run now, I think.
I didn't see any cast missions. Which I don't know. I want to know what that thing that exploded at the start.
That AI just executed one of the injured.
Yeah, he just fucking executed me. What the fuck?
Your channel switched. User joined your channel. 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 Was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. Was moved to your channel.
Test.
Good check.
Okay, shall we start off with MSV then? Do them first.
No one was in charge of MSV. That was probably a problem.
Cobra, do you want to go first?
Oh, we didn't really know what was happening.
User
we didn't really
disconnected
have
from your
any
channel.
situational awareness. Kenny and I covered our arc in our tank.
User joined your
until
channel.
we realised that everyone else had collapsed, and we tried to cover some infantry back from the crossroads to the barn, but they don't know if they made it. And tried to help out the infantry there until our tank got knocked out. But we just kind of tried to help where we could, but we didn't really know what was happening or any strategic plan.
Yeah, as the IFV, I think, yeah, the situational awareness for us is a problem. I think a challenge from the design point of view is that we were only given 343s, like everybody in the MSV platoon was given 343s, and whether, I think, if because we didn't take the MSV platoon lead, we had no way of talking to command, so when we got to, when the VDV came to us, I saw Mathers as the FAC wandering around at one point. That was the only comms contact I had with command throughout the entirety of that. So for like half an hour, I was effectively roaming around without orders, not doing anything because we had no stable comms with command, which might just be the fault of the fact we didn't take the MSV platoon leader. Or maybe, I don't know, we require 152s, I don't know. But yeah, it was messy. Beagles, anything to add? Beagles is drunk himself to death. That's all of MSV.
Alright, I'll do last as a commander of the VDV, so if we start with Medina.
Yeah, we had little, we couldn't fight back basically. There was too many injured at all times and not enough bandits to go around. And even if you had gotten on command net, then there was nothing much going on because commander was dead, and we were basically relying on direct comms to, get to that barn and survive as long as we could. That's it from me. Okay. Wombat, you want to say something?
I got air call signs, in fact.
Vorobay 1?
From Vorobay 1, not much to add. Got lucky with the sudden visibility loss because I was just starting my takeoff roll when it went to absolute 0 and I couldn't even see my own instruments. And
User left your
after
channel.
the second airdrop, I got shot by something, went unconscious for a moment, and then by the time I recovered, the airplane was so sluggish and heading down I couldn't recover.
Sokol 1 here. The weather was terrible in the beginning, I must say. When that Black Hawk came out, I couldn't see literally anything. Even if I got the radar contact, but it's quite dangerous to get close to a flying chopper at that low airfield in that weather. At least the weather was improved, but still was garbage. That's about it. Yes, we lost comms with Fag in the middle of the mission. I was low on fuel and I couldn't ask anything. I had to go back and check for Volby 1, which I think he was crashed near the radio tower. I couldn't confirm because it's a MiG. We don't really have that position. The MiG handling is awesome. I can do turns all day long.
So Godu, yeah, same here. The weather needs to absolutely change. With the fog, it was absolutely impossible. Fucked almost. Without the fog, it was still fucked. S-25 is a ground suppression plane, and I could not do any sort of autonomous engagement myself. I couldn't even make anything out. I was basically dropping dump ordnance on a shift click marker. That's about as effective as that was, which is very little. So that needs to be doubled at least. Also, the armament is obviously bugged. I went back to base, half mission, and tried to reconfigure the pylons. By the time I had taken back off, mission had ended, so I couldn't really contribute much to the mission or autonomously engage. When fact went down, that basically ended that anyway. So that is a compromised part of the mission that needs to be adjusted.
Maths.
Yeah. I mean, the weather, obviously a problem. For some reason, the fog is way more dense on the server than it was in my testing runs. Like in my test runs, I test through the SU and I test through the AN2 and there was no visibility problems. I'll just tune down the fog. Apart from that, mission-wise, the SU was actually very effective in what they did. Like the dumb bombs and shit, they lit up, they were on target and they had good effect. Yeah, from a mission playing standpoint, that was alright for how few people we were. Like I never expected us to win this mission with these few people, but it was very great that we could play it, so I could test out the like all these systems, and you know, obviously now I know how it goes. So next version I'll be able to fine tune all the paradropping and the resupplying and all that.
I'd like to come back to this mission once we actually meet the minimum requirements, because obviously that's you know, the biggest issue. But other than that, there were like a sort of many small little things that built up to a lot of problems. One of them was the confusion with call signs. So obviously you can see all the call signs in the sign up screen, but once you're past the sign up screen, there's no thing in the briefing that tells you you know, exactly what all the call sign names are, and on both the MSV side and the VDV side. So I think it'd be nice when the mission gets up bed if we have some sort of ORBAT, so it's very plain and easy to read exactly who's who, especially when you have you know, Russian names for these call signs. Because that definitely caused a little bit of confusion, especially on my end.
User left your channel.
Yeah, obviously one of the issues we had was I saw that the southern town was more easily defended, but it made sense that in the end the MSV that was stranded, because their vehicles were immobile, they actually moved all their infantry over to the northern town, defended that instead, since the infantry were mobile, vehicles weren't. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm missing from that. Just a difficult mission, understaffed, and obviously maybe just a few things that could be adjusted to make it more easier. That's it.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Do we